Now, one problem I just noticed when I clicked around and deleted some products here is, of course, that when I delete a product that was in a cart of a user, as I have it here, I added one product behind the scenes to a user, product with this ID. And if we have a look at products, and I don't want to update anything, if we have a look at products, this product ID is not the product ID I have in my cart here. So I deleted a product which was part of the carts of different users. Now, what would you do about that? For one, it's important to notice that our app works correctly, because when we try to load the cart, when we don't find the product data for an item in the cart, we just go ahead and, well, ignore it basically, which is what we want here. But how would you solve this? Well, what you would do, or what you could do, one approach that would make sense, is that you add some kind of worker process, which is something a bit more advanced and not directly related to building web applications with Node. Basically a script that runs on the server and checks for such cases in your database once every 24 hours or something like this, where you basically scan your users, your carts, and look for products which you don't find in the products collection anymore. And then you clean up these carts. That would be one thing you could do in an application to clean this up. Depending on your requirements, you could even have a cleanup script for the entire cart, which resets the entire cart every 24 hours or every 7 days. An alternative approach that you could, of course, look into would be that when you load the cart page, as we are doing it here, so when you're calling get cart on the user, and you know that there are cart items on the user object, and still the products you get back is empty, then you know there's a mismatch between what you have in your cart and what's in the database. And in such a case, you could then issue some behind-the-scenes request, so basically with exactly the tools you learned about, to update the cart of that user to match the products you got back from the database. So if you got an empty products array and you have items in the cart, you want to reset your cart. If you got less items in the data you got back from the database, then that's in your cart, you want to find out what the difference is and then update your cart accordingly. So this would be strategies you could employ here. For now, I will move on and not focus on that, as this of course also depends highly on your application needs. But especially the second strategy is certainly something you can implement with the knowledge you learned in this module. So this would be a great challenge you can take to add the functionality to clean up your cart on the user collection whenever you find out that in get cart there is a mismatch between the products you get back and the products you think you have in your cart.